Hello, wherever you're at. Guess you should start out about saying like and subscribe like everybody else does. Okay, so today it's about boundaries, self-control, and let me see what else. Oh, spiritual things. I just wrote it down a little bit because there's so many things that come in my head. I got to structure it, or otherwise I'll just wander off into who knows where. Not really, because I kind of follow, the entities. I do what they say, but they told me to at least write some stuff down. So, again, the first thing is boundaries. And I'm going to put this out there so you do too. Okay? I don't want you wasting your time with all these people who just want to be friends. You know? No, they don't want to be friends. They just want to waste your time. Oh, where are you at? Where are you from? Blah, 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 blah. And you get about 5 to 10 texts in there, and pretty soon they're gone. So don't waste your time on them. Okay. And if you do like I do and you put content out there, what is that? 1% of the people who put content out there? It's like, man, I saw on Instagram this morning and she had a 3-minute video about uh she was uh doing something with meat, with chicken or pork or something, and mashing it into pulled pork or something like that, making it. That's all the video was. Can you imagine 3 minutes or something like that of that? And I won't tell you what she looked like either, because you can about imagine. Anyway, so just keep it. And my boundaries are if you want to talk to me, then watch my videos, comment on them, have a at least a 6 month. I usually say a year, but at least a 6 month um, account. I mean, 80 to 90, probably 95% of the people who try and contact me on Instagram started their account in July or as far back as May, maybe. So you can be my follower, but I'm not going to talk to you. It's just like you're fake. So the second thing is I kind of watched uh, a pretty good video, and they said, 20% of your future is tied up in your choices, quote unquote karma, and that will dictate what you have to go through. Well, of course, we have to, you know, there's order in the universe. We got to make up for it. You don't get to go out there and murder someone and then just keep going like nothing happened. And that's the state of relationships nowadays. Oh, I just cheated once. Can you take me back? Well, I learned my lesson. That's the woman side of it. The man side of it is, hey, you never paid the attention to me. You didn't give me any respect. So I went someplace else to find it. That's the state. Um, no boundaries, no self-control, no accountability, no ability to make connection, therefore no wealth. You're going to get a divorce and you have to start over. So unless you can control your biological urges, you're not going to have a successful life. You got to realize that you have them, women, that you're always looking for a better man, and men, that you would just want to be with as many women as you can. Or men, you fell completely in love with rose-colored glasses on, and you can't see what's in front of you. You should have got out of this marriage, or you should have set some boundaries to begin with. And if she didn't want to do it, you don't have a relationship with her. And actually, I really have to say, you never enter into a legal relationship with a woman nowadays. Never. I don't care. She might be the nicest lady, because she can turn on a dime, and she does. So if she doesn't have that stability and whatever, that's saying, oh, I could be with him for 5 or 10 years and then divorce him and get half his stuff. She'll do it. But if you don't allow that to enter the equation, then she can leave, but she's not leaving with any of your stuff. And even if it was, acquired during the marriage, yeah, you're going to lose half of that. But you better have had some stuff before you got married or made the contract, because that's what it is. It's called self-control. Now, here's another thing that I've been trying to do. I sound really tough on here, and that's just my personality. So I'm trying to tap into the compassion side of it, because I am, completely focused on improving myself. I'm trying to help you with that by having compassion for you, so you focus completely on improving yourself. Okay? And we'll go over, a few things, what the entities told me. There's a lot of people, there's, some psychics and all that stuff, and they get talked to by blah, 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 blah. Jesus, Yogananda, let's see, um, just take it down the line. And I just want to explain, I'm just contacted by entities. They don't have a name, they don't want a name, and they don't want to show me what they look like. Well, I guess they look like some light, and I can sense 3 of them. Okay, and they show me stuff, and they've done that for years. The other thing that happens is once you tune in to whoever's trying to talk to you yourself, you will begin to have compassion for other people. And I can see when people talk to me, hey, you got something wrong, you got this wrong, you got that wrong. And you just know. And then you kind of get, like me, a kind of a technique. You see, you can feel what's wrong with them, and so just stuff comes to you. And I think I said it before, I got a technique, I call it the brushing technique. You just go shh, like that. That's all it is. Now, there's some people that, like the healing more than the other stuff, and they'll be in that. But I didn't ask for it, it just came. And that's the thing that's going to be with you. Things will come. But remember, you're going to have to make up for things that you did. You're going to have to forgive it and be accountable and make up things to those people and forgive yourself. And in the end, at the end, just forgive them too. For you, not them. Okay? Because you got to remember, every bad thing that's been done to you, you attracted. Because there's only you. So go inside. Rectify. Forgive. Okay? You had a bad marriage, you had a bad relationship, you had a bad business. It's your fault. If you would have had taken off those rose-colored glasses, you would have never gotten involved, or you would have left long before it happened. Just remember that. Don't blame anybody else. Forgive them. Love yourself. Now, what's been told to me is why I put these videos out is I'm supposed to be a bridge. I'm supposed to be out there telling you all about this stuff. And it's only for you to love yourself. And once that happens, you can have compassion for other people. And therefore, you become a bridge. But nothing's going to happen if you just sit here and listen to me. And maybe even comment on my videos. Or like them or whatever. It's not going to do you any good. Until you take it to heart and actually do something. Accountability. Who are you going to be accountable to? Yourself? But who knows? You can be accountable to me, and I can guide you. I can be your bridge. That's what I'm here for. So, spiritual things, a little bit of extra thing is just to explain a little bit about what's happened to me. Years ago, I started getting these weird things. They started talking to me. And it just kept going. And a few years later, those things got so heavy on me, I had to start making videos. Then I made some, and then I stopped because I'm always rebelling. Why did you do this to me? How come my life is so crap? I told you about that. But you know what the answer was? I just love you. I just love you. So whose fault is it that I went through that crap? Me. Are you going through the same thing? Yeah, that's what I learned. And I learned obedience. I learned accountability. I learned how to make connection. And I learned about tapping into where the wealth is. Because you can't do anything without wealth. Yeah, everything is provided for you, but you got to do what it tells you to do, and then you'll have it. And I'm always growing on it, always pushing through and say, hey, I'm not giving up until I win. That's what I'm trying to communicate to you. You're an eternal spirit with a heavy body attached to it. Make it lighter. Tap in. And don't be full of fear. Say, oh, the world is going to end tomorrow. No, it's not. And you're not going to die. Just chill. Chill. It's not the end of the world. And if it is, a new one's going to come. That's what they told me. In fact, a long time ago, they said a new one's going to come. This one is so corrupt it can't last. So another one's going to come. Now, which one do you want? Another corrupt one? Or one where the choice is between good and gooder? You know, underneath all this toughness is compassion. I got to be tough, otherwise I would start crying. I don't want to do that on a video. So do the next right thing. You know what it is. And it's probably the thing that you always said to yourself that you would never do. And that's where you're stuck. I'll be honest with you. I got to learn how to be more compassionate. Nobody's accountable. Accept it. But I got to put a boundary up there that I want to get at least what? The 1%, the 5%, at least who's trying to be accountable. who knows how to be accountable. They've run a business, maybe they have had a successful relationship, blah, blah, blah. If you can be accountable and you've already been, contact me because you got a chance and I can help you with that. But if you just lie and blah, ghost people and, yeah, don't show up, even if you showed up at work for a while and you got some kind of whatever, then contact me. Let's take it to the next level. Now, it's not going to be free. Remember, free advice is worth absolutely nothing. And I'll have that, what can you say, that intuition that can help you. If not, I'll give your money back. I don't care. Doesn't matter. But I want you to grow, and I will grow at the same time. So again, like and subscribe. If you just want to donate, you can contact me. I have a PayPal. If you want to improve your life, it's going to cost you some money. It costs you money up to where you got now in the crappy situation that you are, or maybe in a good one, but you want to improve it. So, thank you.